Okay. Well, I tried to download my video so I could edit it manually, but unfortunately, well, I guess YouTube's still processing my Metaverse Pro congruent video because I actually have to delete some portions. So yeah, but that's just how it goes. So I have it set to private. Once YouTube's done, I'll be able to download it, edit it out, and then go back in. This will be fun. So anyway, this video is going to be, as I hopefully alluded to last video, and hopefully I don't have to cut that out because I'm just going to do like a complete deletion. So, alright, so I see dead people in the Elite Crypto group actually requested that I do this video, and I actually just found out just now that Intel is now making their own Bitcoin miners, and they're coming out, and they're going to showcase it, I guess, in February 23rd, and this is on Plan B and Bitcoin Archives, thingy here. So that's gigantic. Bitcoin is just going to explode. The simple fact that Intel is making these clown miners. We got it made. So yeah, now you know where all the chip shortages are going, right? I'd say I totally support that. And again, stupid fucking radiator, nothing I can do. Once I move out of this apartment and out of the new shit city, right? We shouldn't have this problem anymore, right? Because I'll be living in a house or maybe a condo or just my own actual property, and then life will be good. So the first thing I gotta do is figure out how I want to sort this. Oh, so CWorld should actually be over here. I'm afraid there's nothing to see here. You know what? Let's maybe go to their homepage then, because I have nothing in here, so everything's going to be 0. Alright, so we'll do that. I need to switch to Phantom Network. So in the description, I wrote this all out in restream.io. So basically what I've tried to figure out is, based on what I know now and all the money that I made and lost, mostly made of course, and invested in my cash flows, which is the best for everybody. Alright, the problem is I'm so backed up on content that I still haven't gone over R-Joe and Staked Joe. That's also pretty good. You don't make as much money though. Like, it's going up a lot. I mean, it's making a lot of money now because of the price appreciation. That's actually what Sim told me, so, which makes sense. But with that being said, it's risk-free essentially. Well, Joe to X-Joe and R-Joe or whatever, so. Well, so it's not risk-free, but there's no impermanent loss. What you put in, you'll get at least that much back out, all right? As long as you don't sell it at an actual loss, all right? Because I use DAI, I avoid USDC and Tether like the plague if I can help it, right? Unfortunately, I can't sometimes, so I'm gonna have to figure something out when I eventually start moving like hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars, and I'm doing bridging. I'm gonna have to figure out an alternative. I think I have a solution, but obviously I'm not gonna really tell you. Until way later. So anyway, I had to figure out what the best way to rank right now. So basically, Tomb Finance, specifically 2-ohm Finance, is the best by far. Next decent project, Caniverse. There should be another one, which is Red Light District or Red Node District or Playmates, but the problem is I don't want the words or the link to that site because it's a little adult in nature. I mean, you don't see any nudity, but I really need to keep this YouTube clean. I mean, technically I'm already kind of a little bit in hot water as it is, right? Because technically I still have a warning on my YouTube channel for talking about Saint Nick, right? That's also another reason why I've just stopped. Doing most of my political stuff, especially on Gab. I mean, on top of that, no one's really liking or retweeting it anymore anyway. I mean, I know Roy, I don't know if I could say that anymore. Yeah, I'm not even going to risk saying it, but basically, the based Zoomers, I can say that at least. Now we got fucking construction on, Jesus Christ. So the based Zoomers who are smart enough to, side with Saint Nick, and also some of them are following me, thank you. I mean, they very much have it handled. I mean, AFPAC is just, at this point, AFPAC is just going to consume the entire, right-wing, everything, infrastructure, movement, whatever. And now that I'm seeing that everyone's getting into crypto, and Intel's now even getting in on ASIC mining production, right? So we don't need to deal with Bitmain anymore. right? And Italia, you don't have to deal with the stupid shipping craziness, right? I mean, it's over. It's over for Globo H-word. It's over for them. So now we just gotta get our bag, try to stay out of trouble. Obviously, we should all move out of oppressive areas, like I'm trying to do, and then we'll see what happens, right? And then we'll. I mean, I don't think Justin Trudeau is much that big of an asshole to actually call in the Canadian military to go like arrest and shoot up all the truckers. So because the optics of that, I mean, they're not actually. I mean, they could be shootings, but I think it's very low. But the optics of just calling in the military to put down fucking truckers who are angry about all this, tyranny shit that's going on. I didn't know that Canada was like completely oppressed. I mean, that's just going to blow everything wide open. And then people are going to lose faith in the government, like they should. They're going to lose faith in institutions, fiat, and whatever. And people are going to be like, where can we be free? Oh, let's check out this cryptocurrency shit. And, well, we need to make money. Alright, so, yeah, I'm not happy that he retweeted fucking Jack Posobiec, but, what are you going to do? Alright, so anyway, getting back to this, a lot of money being made. I don't know what the price, oh yeah, because I always clear the thing, so I guess we'll just go here. The price of 2 shares actually when I woke up this morning was like $6,000. Now it's a little under pressure, which makes sense because look at the chart here. This is what it looked like. I'm gonna have to zoom in a little. You gotta be kidding. This is just so spastic. Get out. Can I do this? Perfect. Alright, this thing. So basically last night I did literally this. I bought at like 38 or 4,200 or whatever because I knew this thing was going to keep going up. Well, now it's like straight up. And now it has to pull back a little bit. So right now I'm not buying 2 shares. What I'm actually doing is I'm purchasing 2 ohm. So I can farm. And this is the real reason why this is the best. So I can farm this. Good. So it's showing you. Right now it's like 6% or a little under it. But right now demand for everything 2 ohm is so high. I'll reach out in just a second. That everyone's just buying this shit up, including me. Like I finally got my hot bit money, my first initial redeeming, and then I decided to redeem some more. So I guess I'll wind up paying more for all this shit. Like what I really want are 2 shares, just like what Dow King said. If any of you watch his content, he wants more 2 shares because he's trying to make a multi-million-dollar play. Yeah, he could totally do it, right? Because once 2 shares goes back up to like 20, 25,000 or whatever, right? Because all the 2 shares have already been printed. That's how these tomb forks work. So the problem is, can you be stable, right? 2 ohms got it. They got the backing of Harry E, who worked something out with Forgiven, the dev, and then I guess everything's all nice and tight. So that uncertainty is gone. All right. So whatever Tomb shares, their version, like Tomb Finance, the original copy, does, 2 shares will do the same thing. So 2 shares is way undervalued. And now that all the whales from Tomb Finance know about the whole Harry E shit, and they know that there's a partnership and backing, all those whales are now aping into this clown, right? It's going to be fantastic. I love it. So that's why the APR is actually, daily APR is actually a little higher than normal, right? Because it's normally around 4 to 3.8%. So right now, I'm just buying up a shit ton of this because rather than buy 2 shares, where according to the boardroom, I get a lot less daily APR, right? Daily APY, right? This comes out to around, I think, 2 or 2.5%. I don't want to do the math. And then it rewards you 2 ohm. So I figure it would be better to just simply not sell anything, right? Just buy up all the Phantom and 2 ohm, right? So you have like 100 Phantom, just buy 50, or actually you should probably do 49.49, right? You want to leave like a couple Phantoms in your wallet for gas fees. So you just buy up all these LPs, right? 20 ohm, 2 ohms and Phantoms, and then stake in the LP, and then just get a shit ton of 2 shares. Because basically what's happening is you're getting 2 shares for free after, I mean, at this crazy rate, 6% or even 5% or 4%, like you very much you literally print like $6,000 right off the bat after like 15, 20 days or something like that. I don't want to feel like doing that. It's going to be really quick. So because there's so much buying pressure between these two and selling, and then a little bit of selling pressure to keep the price from going crazy, Yeah, you're just making a lot of money. I mean, I guess you could also just take profit. There's nothing wrong with that. I personally just want more two shares. I just want everything, right? So I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. Yeah, I just know that I'm in a buying frenzy, and we got a bunch of launches coming out. I still have to make a video on Ape Universe. I already told you about Eris Finance, right? So there's gonna be a lot of good launches, and there's another secret crypto project I can't tell you about yet. So, but you'll know about it for sure, and you'll be like, "Holy shit!" Right? You're gonna ape into that shit too. So there's a lot of like clowns. Shit, there's just a lot of clowns. But anyway, this is pretty much what you want. Now, you could play the boardroom for 2 ohm finance, right? But again, you'll have lower APR, and again, it's kind of a somewhat problem because look, this thing is pumping like crazy, so there could be a very real possibility that it drops pretty hard, like it technically is right now. It went from 6 grand a couple hours ago now to like 53.45, right? Because you know things don't go straight up or straight down. Up a lot, down a lot. Up a lot, down a lot, but not as much. Right? You've heard me, if you've been following me a long time, I say that all the time. This is no different. So I figure, you know what? I don't want to deal with that. I'd rather just make more money off of the liquidity pool. And then I get all the 2 shares, which technically I did not pay for, so I don't care. So this is what I do. Whatever 2 shares I earn, and I'm making a lot more now. Well, relatively speaking, I guess. Not enough. Not nearly as much as I want to. Right? I take all these 2 shares that I get the claim on, which, and by the way, if you keep adding to your liquidity pool, which basically I'm doing, right, you automatically claim this. So you don't have to keep paying fees if you want to save yourself some gas fees. I take all the things that I get from claims and I dump it immediately into here so I can earn more 2 ohms. Because obviously I have 2 shares, right? I don't want to just sitting there doing nothing and watching like Chef Gordon Ramsay, like I do every night, right? I watch Hell's Kitchen reruns because I want to catch up on all the stuff he's been up to. All right, and then I get a little bit of a bonus, right? But basically half the APR of the 2 ohm liquidity pool, and I just take these 2 ohms and I just use that to help accelerate my liquidity pool and just keep the cycle going, right? The APR is a lot lower on the boardroom now because I had it figured out before, but my mind is still fuzzy. I think what's happening is, I don't even remember. Oh, I think what's happening is because 2 ohm is going so crazy right now, it's lowering the APR of the boardroom because there's just so much more price pressure on the other side, right? I think if this is the reverse, then you'll see more APR being rewarded here. I don't know, whatever. Like the point is, you might have to play around with this. I find that's just the best thing. I kind of wish because at first I was just trying to buy up all 2 shares straight up. It actually worked out for me because I bought more 2 shares when I was doing my daily compound from all my projects. Fucking construction. And yeah, I basically bought 2 shares at like, what was it, 3,000, 2,800, low amounts of money. Right, and now it's like popping off, so it's like whatever. Yeah, so it's fantastic. What did you say? Got a good stack on CWorld. Awesome. Thanks for the comparison video before the RND, not Univ comparison really helped make my mind. Awesome. I think you might be referring to my previous video on CWorld. Yeah. Yeah, so actually I'm going over that here in this video too, because people are requesting what's the difference and which one's better or whatever. But yeah, CWorld I think is the next best project essentially, and we're going to talk about that next. Yeah, because basically no taxes, no friction, it's pure 3%, and it's very stable, right? Because remember, stability is also a big factor, right? You can have 10% daily ROI, but if the project price dies to like negative 99.999%, I mean, you just got rug pulled. I mean, it's not rug pulled, but it's essentially a rug pull, right? Because the fucking tokenomics and devs were incompetent, right? And then poof, you lose all your money, right? I'm not going to cover Zoom Finance because that's exactly what happened. I'm like, yeah. And I tried to spur out a little bit in their Discord, but I didn't curse them out. I really wanted to. It's like, you fucked us. And then it's like, all right, go, but whatever. But that's just how it goes. That's why I'm just not dealing with Zoom Finance forks anymore unless they're very proven. Right, because I'm very interested in great finance, but I'm better off just doing this instead. So, yeah. But all right, so that's basically 2 ohm. That's my primary recommendation because no taxes, you get even higher APY, very stable projects, got backing by Harry Yee, a multi-billionaire. And on top of that, the circulating supply, this is very important. 2 shares has already been printed, so that's just being distributed over basically a 1-year period. Well, 11-month period, because it's already been a month. All right. In the meantime, you just enjoy these crazy rewards because the reason why the APR is so high is because of the reward pool from those 2 shares. They're basically just handing it out to people for free. Just stake more liquidity pool. That's essentially what they're doing. That's the genius of these forks. That's why there's so many of them. The problem is all these fork idiots don't actually come out with all this shit. The boardroom, the documents, the vaults, the whatevers. And then of course they seem to have a problem with the pay, right? Because that's what Dow King always says. They have a problem with the pay because they technically forked from Toon Finance and not 2 ohm, where 2 ohm fixed the peg problem, or did a much better job. So, yeah, but that's that. I mean, maybe in the future when everyone's copying 2 ohm, because I assume, yeah, then maybe they'll have the peg fixed and they'll be somewhat competent. And then you could probably play those tomb forks if you want to try to take advantage of 2 shares or their equivalent of that in these tomb forks going up a lot in price. That's a capital gains play. I thought about it. We'll see. But I'm more just concerned with, whatever. So the next project that's also very good is Caniverse. Now, the only downside, like I said in the previous video, is it obviously looks very ugly and, very basic. But, obviously they're a very small team. Oh, I thought there was 6 people here. But they're obviously working on it. It's obviously legit so far. They've been fixing all the bugs, been fixing everything up. They've been hard at work, coding. Fine. Now, so obviously they obviously need some kind of professional web developer to pretty up everything. I'm sure they'll deal with that. Okay, I'm gonna go on Chrome. What is the current price of this clown? CWorld right now is $2.26. So actually it had a dip and now it's going back up. So this is a very good project. So in addition to 2 ohm, you should also check out Caniverse, because if you want a better version of RND, right, Red Light District or Playmates, this is actually it. All right. Basically, RND and Caniverse did something that Universe and Universe forks are currently not doing, which is and I've said this before, I think. They've created a closed reward pool system, which basically means all the tokens, when you mint and stake and buy and sell, blah, 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 they're all being recycled into the same system, kind of like a water cooling unit for a CPU, because it's the same water, but it's being recycled and recycled and recycled. So what this does is it creates 0 token inflation, right? Now the thing is, I don't know what will happen if the projects get so big and hot that the reward pool actually runs out. So I'm assuming that it will mint new tokens, right, to compensate, and then yeah, it'll be natural inflation as a result of that. But it's very, very, very good, because if you're only minting tokens just to meet demand, that's perfect inflation. All right, I never said this term before, but that's the ideal perfect inflation. Print only what you need. All right, if we had a properly run government in this world, right, if governments and central banks were actually good people, that's what they should be doing, right? Not what we got, which is hyperinflation, and then everybody gets fucked. Around the $1.50 mark. Oh, you bought CWorld at $1.50. Oh yeah. Obviously, I got in, I bought the entire pre-sale, so I think, I don't know, and then I bought more too. So basically, my average cost should be like $1 per CWorld. Yeah, I'm very happy with CWorld. And I invited Gregory to the Elite Crypto Group as well, because we got a really, I didn't realize it, but we have a really nice network, right? Just to reference good old Cobra tape, right? Building your own network. So we are very, very solid. And I'm also going to try to work with the Ape Universe dev, because we need to talk about something. And, I'm very excited for Ape Universe, so I'll just leave it at that. Because technically I can talk about it, but, because, it's going public, but I actually need to talk to the dev, so, probably this time zone difference. But I will tell you this, Ape Universe is going to, like, completely dominate the whole universe and universe forks, right? So I'm going to keep that, under our pocket for now. But of course, it'll be for the benefit of everyone, right? So anyway, Caniverse pays 3% daily. I hope I remembered to write that in the YouTube description. Oh boy, this is so disorganized. I still can't download my Metaverse Pro video because, God, it's so annoying to have to, like. I did actually write okay, so I did write the stats. Perfect. Okay, I forgot to include tags, but whatever. All right, so there's no taxes on Caniverse, right? So whatever slippage you set is basically based on supply and demand and network congestion. There's no taxes on Caniverse World. You can have unlimited nodes. However, when you make a node, you're limited to 500 CWorld tokens. So you can't. So if you're a big whale, it's going to be very annoying for you to have to keep making 500s, 500, and that was deliberate, right? Because Gregory did a really good job focusing very hard on anti-dumping pressure, all right? Like he made sure to really, do the screw job on anti-dumping pressure, and not surprisingly, I don't have the chart, but not surprisingly, CWorld keeps going up, right? It's basically going to be, it's actually 4 times more valuable than Playmates or RND, all right? But I think because of all the crazy anti-whale measures, it's just going to take a little while longer. It's going to take a while longer to get there. I'm totally okay with it, because basically the more people I find out about Caniverse, the more they'll realize, holy shit, it's got the same reward structure as Playmates, but no taxes, 3%, same 3% daily, so I make all my money, and severe, anti-dumping pressure. Oh, so it's just all buy pressure. Oh, no new tokens are being minted. Holy shit, I gotta buy this shit up. So that's basically what's happening. And of course, there's only a 10% sell limit based on your total wallet node size. So you can't really actually, dump. It's very hard. But you can compound past 500. Excuse me. Excuse me. So, and supposedly your wallet can only hold 500 tokens. I'm not sure if that functionality actually works, but technically it doesn't really matter because you can only make a node size 500 anyway. So yeah, so Caniverse, very good. I mean, just don't mind the ugly looking website. They're obviously going to change it eventually when they but right now they're just trying to fix up the app, and then they also have a cannabis shop. They're going to give away free weed or something. I think it's over, the contest, and they're going to be doing other hilarious project too. So yeah, so super cool devs. So far it's been legit. It's been like a few days now, like what, 4 days? All right, because right now my strategy is just 50% compound. So basically, one day I compound, another day I cash out. So I get back some of my money. But yeah, I'm very happy with CWorld. So, and then after that, I would say RND or Playmates, but I can't show it because I can't talk too much about it because obviously it's a little too adult themed. I don't want any like possible flags on my YouTube and getting D-ranked. So. With that being said, Playmates is also pretty decent. It's actually at like, what is it now? $22, $23 per Pepega. It's actually down to $21, which makes sense because Playmates has just gone straight up. Like it needed like a pullback, so that seems to be what's happening now. So let's move on to the next type of project. So you got your Universe fork. That's actually superior. I would call this a Universe 2.0, which is Caniverse and RND. You got the 2 ohm and Tomb forks, right? This is the only fork I would trust for sure, right? The 2 ohm. And 3 ohm, of course, but I usually equate the two because it's basically run by the same people. It is run by the same people. And then Grape Finance is not shown here, but it looks pretty good, but it's still very new. So far, it's doing pretty well. So you can go into that if you want. But for now, after getting fucked by Zoom Finance, I just want to stay with the safe shit. And this video is about the safe shit, right? So, of course, we got the original clown that started all this Pepega show, right? The Pepega Fiesta. And, of course, that's actually Titano. Big Daddy Titano. right? This needs no introduction, right? It's got the rebase rewards. It came out of basically an somewhat innovative because it was very simple. So I guess that makes it actually very innovative. They were like, yo, let's do a better DAO, right? Actually, let's get all the rewards of a DAO, but none of the stupid governance or other bullshit we have to deal with, and let's just tax everything. It's like, oh, okay. And well, poof, you got Titano, right? DAOs went down. Like, Time and Olympus seem to be doing shit. I haven't even thought about it in weeks now, right? Because it's like, you know what? They just suck. Because that's the problem with governance, right? It's like it is a bureaucracy, just like real life governments. Things are falling apart, and because you have a bureaucracy, you act a lot slower because you got a lot of other people to deal with. And it's just like, you know, speed is what wins in finance markets, right? Why do all the big institutions and Wall Street people literally physically move next to the New York Stock Exchange? Because of speed. Those nanomilliseconds basically means that they get to buy at a cheap price before everybody else does. It's just like a launch of a new crypto project. All those sniper bots and first-time buyers want to get in on the beginning blocks so they can get the minimum price before it shoots up straight to the sky and make 200, 300, 400x, right? So it's the same exact thing here, but with cryptocurrency launches and real life, you know, Wall Street institutions. So and that's probably why the real estate rent price on that is up the wazoo probably. So anyway, the market cap is, wow, 50 million. And the circulating supply is at a pretty healthy 514 million. So Titano has been growing very nicely. And as long as it keeps growing at a reasonable rate, the price should be starting to stabilize, which so far it's been doing a very good job of. There's still some fears around sustainability. So even though there's a tax system in place, right, 13% buys and 18% sells, for a net tax rate of 31%, which is very close to the golden ratio, right? You know, 1/3 essentially. It's really 1.3131, blah blah blah, or whatever the hell it is. So let's see. The market value of Treasury assets. Okay. Wait, what am I looking at here? Okay, yeah. So yeah, this is the normal Treasury. So this is where all the Binance coin is, I think, starting. Yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah, so the Treasury has grown at a very healthy rate. So Titano's got 4.2 million, all right, well, 4.21 million. The risk-free Treasury has 2.832 million, right? So this thing comes out to $7 million worth of Treasury assets. And of course, a lot of that is in Binance coin. It's been a while since I've looked at Titano's Treasury, but whatever. They've got plenty. They also have plenty of money, and the BNB liquidity value is the LP. You know, very healthy, 2.7 million. Blah 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 blah. So backed liquidity is 154%. Yeah, so you don't even have to do DAOs. That's why I don't want to do DAOs anymore. It's just stupid and lumbering. Obviously, I'll be stuck in congruent, so that's the only DAO I'm willing to put up with, right? Because obviously we all sacrificed everything, and you know. Obviously, it's a legit project, and it's going to basically replace Year in Finance, or at least eat their lunch, right, eventually. So, very happy with that. And the average Titano holder has 1852 tokens. Yeah. So again, this is a very safe project, but it's under the good or very good category because of the pretty harsh tax system. All right. But obviously, this project is sustained because of the tax system, right? Which of course is why Caniverse, CWorld, RND, and 2ohm is such a brilliant thing, because basically you get way more income base-wise, daily APY essentially, but no taxes. So you make even more money, right? Because yeah, the daily APY of Titano is 1.9%, but when you sell, you lose 18%. So you make less money, obviously, with Titano. Well, that being said, this was this was like a first-time project for a lot of lucky people, and then this basically was somewhat sustaining me while I wait on Congruent's relaunch, which hopefully should still be February 10th. I don't know. Again, like I said, once I can repost my Congruent and Metaverse Pro video. Yeah, I haven't been active in everything there, but I do want to get out that update video, so. Because I know some people who watch me are actually from Congruent or Metaverse Pro. So anyway, very solid project. Of course, it's got Titano play, so there's always like a chance you could win big, right? I'm guessing it's going to be on average the pot size is around 13,000 to 20,000, right? It really just depends on how many people are staking in the Titano play pool, and it looks like people are just bailing out, which means your odds of winning increase. Because the way I look at Titano play is unless you can put 100 grand to 200 grand, 10 to $20,000 worth of Titano or 100,000 to 200,000 Titanos, you're not really going to win this play pool. So if that's the case, but I still want a chance to win in case I really do hit it big and lucky, just put in like 25 or 50 Titano tokens. Just put in very little. Just make sure you get your odds from nothing to like 1 out of whatever. And then slowly add to it however you want. I only add to it like whenever. I think right now my Titano play staking is like 660 or 770 Titano tokens. Because obviously I really need the money. So yeah, because you get a little bit something here, the APY, but really Titano play is really specifically designed for you to try to win the jackpot. So if you can't win the jackpot like big every 6 days or very close to that, they just put in a little bit and then just let everybody else just ape into this and then kill their own income and then go, what the fuck, this thing sucks, and then they pull out like I'm seeing here. All right, this total deposits used to be like 38 million. Now it's down to 27 million because people can't win, right? Because they're mismanaging their money. Because again, it's better to do regular Titano staking so you get a shit ton of Titano coins and then use all that to go into Titano play. But the problem is, if you put it all in the Titano play, now you stop making all those shit ton of tokens, and that's the game, right? So again, how would I do it? I just told you. Just put a little bit at a time, and then eventually, if you can do 100 to 200K, you put it all in, all right? And make sure you do it before the drawing, because there seems to be like a timer. If you try to snipe this, it will just be too. You just won't get the odds, even though it'll tell you your odds are like 1 in 20 or 1 in 35. So make sure you still give it, I guess, a couple hours or 8 hours or whatever they set it to. I don't even know if that functionality exists. It does just said that, so whatever. So that's Titano. Still pretty good. So the project's getting healthier and healthier. Again, I think as long as the circulating supply is commensurate, I don't know if that's the right word. As long as it's reasonable compared to the growth of the Treasury, then this project will be just fine. All right, it'll be just fine. Because EAM Crypto sent me a DM on Discord. He said he's a little concerned about it, right? About the sustainability, because some whales are like 3.5xing or like have like several million tokens. That could be an issue too. But one thing I didn't tell him, that because I didn't realize it until just now, though some of those big wallets might actually be the developers, so they're obviously not going to fuck over their own project, right? But yeah, I mean that is a concern. So I still say for now it's still pretty good. We'll see what happens in 3 to 6 months. That's when things start, really, getting out there. But I mean, again, you got the burns and buybacks, right? Because at some point, the unused Titano tokens that were created way back when Titano first started, like 4 billion tokens or 3.5 billion, a lot of that's already running out, right? I just want to copy and paste this shit. Okay, so here it is. This is on Binance Smart Coin, so I want to go to bscscan.com token, whatever this is. Got it. So the total supply of this is 18.7 billion. Ouch. Most of that should be in the burn or liquidity pool or whatever. So this is Unicrypt vesting. This is the dead address. By the way, the dead address actually still rebases tokens, so just keep that in mind. So the dead address has 2.25 billion already. This is these are multiple contracts, probably liquidity pools. One of these should actually be bog swaps liquidity pools, so I don't want to bother. Yeah, so this guy has 21.7 million tokens. This guy has 13.5 million tokens. I wish I had that much. Then you have some other larger whales. So yeah, you got a lot of rich people here. And you can see the dollar value of everything. So I don't know. I guess we'll see. We'll see what happens, because if this shit blows up, you're gonna see massive dumping, and yeah, I mean that is a kind of fear too. But that's not gonna happen for at least another, I want to say, 2 to 3 months. Definitely by 6 months, we'll definitely see what will happen. All right, because at this point, those people with 11 million will have like 100, like 1 to 200 million Titano tokens or whatever the hell. Like, assuming they do full compounding. So maybe take a little bit of profit every day, all right, just to get your money, initial principal out of Titano if you go into Titano. All right, so I've talked enough about that. So now we get to what I thought was still good. It's technically still okay, but the problem is their tokenomics are completely bad. All right, and that's good old Universe and Universe forks. All right, but Universe and Univ forks. Okay, so their total circulating supply, like I've always bitched about, is just going out of control. Like, this thing continues to go up. They recently did a ninja reduction of their reward. In fact, they apparently... Okay, so they've actually been changing everything too. So now this is gonna be an update for me. I mean, I don't care. I'm literally just pulling all my money out every day. So if I make, like, not the real number, let's say I make 50,000 Univ every 24 hours. I make more than that, luckily. Well, not so lucky. I pull it all out, and then whatever taxes, blah, 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 blah. All right, so Univ has been going down in price. Now it costs 3.34 magic internet money, or MIM, per 10,000. Total value locked, fine, yeah. This is the only thing that matters, is circulating supply. They obviously just can't get this shit under control. Now, I happen to know the fix, but like I said, I'm keeping that a little secret for certain reasons, so I don't want to talk any more about that. And on top of that, I'll leave it at that, but if this thing tanks, I might actually want to buy it at the bottom when all hope is lost, and then if they are told the fix, or they copy the fix, or I guess I approach them directly, then it's going to shoot back up once they implement my fixes. I've already figured it out, but I'm keeping that in my back pocket. So actually, yeah, so if you're in a Universe and you really want this project to be saved, you better start saying nice things about me in the Discord for Universe, because I'm not in their Discord. I have too many shit going on. And let them know about me. And it says, hey, this guy says he has a fix, but he's not telling anyone. Maybe you want to talk to him. Because believe it or not, I'm actually going to ask for payment in that case. But technically, it's been untested, so we're going to test it somewhere else. I'll leave it at that. But I'm like 99.99% sure it's going to work, because I literally have been in like every fucking project. And more importantly, I've been in Metaverse Pro, so I know exactly what's going on. All right, and more importantly, I know how it gets fixed. Because obviously we're going to do that in congruent, so we don't get fucked, all right? So, anyway, so they have an okay burning from renaming. I'm glad they have the rename thing. I actually kind of want to do that, but I don't want to waste money, because I think it's like 5% of the planet value. So I'm like, nah, I'll just pass for now. Okay, so circulating supply is still going up like I expected. Well, let me see. What is the actual daily APY of Universe forks? Alright, I seem to have. Alright, I'm going on Chrome right now. Let me see. Is it still 3%? Still 3%. Yes, it is still 3%. Okay, so it's still 3%. Also, let me check to see. Oh, I had an why is he saying they rug Tumo? No, they did not rug Tumo. What was he talking about? Hold on, I need to read the Elite Discord real quick. What? PFP. I don't know. They're talking about Poseidon. How even if Poseidon is going up right now? Tomorrow's NFT release. Going way down. Okay. Well, Yeah, like I said, I don't think the NFTs for Poseidon does anything because it literally just means you just get more tokens. I mean, maybe it's changed, but if that's all it does, like you're just creating more inflation. It's like, well, what's the fucking point? All right. All right, so everything's kind of screwed. All right, so they've changed this. So it says you get income. There is a processing fee of 26% of the amount you compound and 30% when you claim from it. So, oh, okay. So it used to be 20%. Excuse me. Excuse me. All right, so now what they're doing is, yeah, they're basically kicking the can down the road. So you can get a little bit more token value, specifically 26%. When you compound, it used to be 28%. So your node value increases by 2% more. But when you claim, you only get 30% of the reward. So not only do they increase the claim tax, all right, which is their right, they also lowered the daily APY to 3%. So basically, and it's not working. Because, look, the circulating supply still continues to go up. The price of Univ is somewhat stable, but still on a downtrend. And yeah, it's now down to sub 33.49 cents. I mean, I'm already, like, pretty much going to say this is basically a dying project, like, at the rate this is going. Because what they're doing is increasing taxes and lowering rewards. What do you think that's going to fucking do to the project, right? It's going to kill demand. And that's exactly what's happening. So now everyone's just fucking dumping the project. That's why the circulating supply keeps going up. So it's basically a death loop. Now again, I do have 2 fixes that I've developed. If I come up with a third, obviously we'll have 3. But again, I'm keeping that in my back pocket. All right? I can't tell you why, right? But again, you know, you want to stoke the flames a little bit, and you're in Universe, and you want to try to save this project. Again, go do my bidding, right? Talk about me nicely in the Universe Discord. Let the devs know or the mods know, right? They gotta come to me, all right? And yeah, I actually want Universe tokens. I mean, I think I'll agree, just to be safe, to stake it into here. But I want a shit ton of Universe tokens. And the thing is, the time is kind of a factor because I kind of don't want to give them the fix until after I do what I initially wanted to do with it. So I don't know. It's gonna be a little difficult, but yeah, I can just start the process, and we'll see. We'll see what happens with this. We'll see what happens with this. Okay, but yeah, and of course, if they treat me with disrespect, then you know, well, I don't care. I mean, yeah, I put in like $25, $75 at the time worth of Universe tokens. I've already been pulling profit out every day, so maybe, I don't know, now my net investment in Universe is 2,200, so I still got way more to go. So, yeah, I mean, okay, you know, if people want to disrespect me, alright, have fun, your project fucking dies. Like, I don't fucking care. Yeah, I mean, I kind of want my money back, but, you know, I'm not gonna, like the Joker, I don't want to stop working for free, you know, especially because I'm in financial trouble. So if I provide you with like tens to hundreds of millions of dollars worth of fucking free advice, yeah, I expect to be fucking paid, you know. So that's Universe. I personally would not recommend that you invest in this because Universe is basically dying, and so are all the forks, because again, they're all implementing the same flawed systems, right? And of course, I have the fix, or at least it's 99%, 9999% chance that it's a fix. I'm keeping it to myself, all right? I need to be paid. I want to be well paid because I actually need fucking money too. So I think it's more than fair. Yeah, so go into Titano, Caniverse, but really my main recommendation is still 2-0. So for now, just avoid Universe and Universe forks unless you want to do like, you know, pump and dump, then that's fine. Or if you really like the project. But ultimately, if you really want a Universe fork, just do Caniverse or Red Node District. Like, these are way better, right? Because they don't have the circulating supply problem because they set up the reward pool in a very different way. Like, it's just so fucking brilliant. At first, I thought it was just like every other project, right? That's why I initially talked shit about RND because it's like, dude, this thing's gonna hyperinflate out of control with 3% daily. It's like the same shit with lower taxes. Like, why would you invest in this? And then one day I looked at a report pool. I was like, wait a minute, why isn't this inflating? holy shit, the whole thing's closed. Like a, well, now, as I say, we'll call it like an water air cooling unit for a computer, CPU. Everything gets recycled. This is so brilliant. It's so brilliant. You know? And I don't think Universe can just simply just do that, because they have to junk their entire like contract system, so they're kind of fucked, right? Which is why I came up with certain fixes to get around that. But I don't know, maybe Universe will figure it out too. Yeah, look at this. This guy just dumped like fucking 68 million Universe tokens, and he got 22 grand out of it. Yeah, so much for the adjustments and rewards and taxes and whatever shit. I'm also a little afraid to hit the reload button. Let's see, did this go up by 68 million? Oh, okay, so it already went up by 60. Yeah, it already calculated the 68. Oh yeah, because it was in the. Oh yeah, I was looking at Universe in my Chrome. All right, well, whatever. Yeah, this God, stinky. I'm gonna keep making less and less fucking money though. I'm a little annoyed. Okay. Okay, alright, so the Elite Crypto Group, I got other people like... Okay. I'm live streaming now, but no. Okay. Oh my god! There we go. Alright, I gotta get back into the Discord, so... I think that's it. I'll see you in the next video, because I have so much shit to do. I can delete this giant clown. Strategies to optimize for wine finance, 2-ohm finance base peg. I don't actually need to do that because I was basically covering this video, so I'll just do that. I mean, I could just make a quick separate video just for the SEO, but whatever. So next one is RJO and SJO. I already did that. I need to do one on Ape Universe, but I need to talk with them for a bit, so we'll hold off on that. I mean, it's not launching yet, so we got time. And then I'm also on the whitelist too, so I don't have to do anything. But I'm still going to shill it anyway because, you know, devs are super cool and obviously they're in the Elite Crypto group. In fact, they were one of the first, I think they're actually the ones that run the Elite Crypto group. So I'm going to talk to them. Of course, we got to talk about Bomb.money, which is a tomb fork that pegs itself to Bitcoin. It's actually really important. I actually want to explore that more. So, and we got more shit to do. It's great. I'm fucking tired too. Yeah, RJO and SJO. Oh, RJO and SJO is pretty quick. Maybe I'll do a third video. I don't know. We'll see. I gotta catch up on everything first. And I'll see. But either way, I'll see you in the next video. Think on what I said. Well, maybe you should be careful with thinking. Analyze what I said and then make your decision. I already told you the best recommendations. Any of you want to ignore me and then get fucked, that's fine. Well, it's really not, but I mean, I did tell you. Like, I do all this hard work so you don't freaking have to, alright? I would love if somebody like me would just do exactly what I'm doing so I don't have to do it. They go, oh, okay, he did all the thinking for me. Let me just go make money. But that's not how it works, and I have to keep switching the network. I'm tired, whatever. I'll see you in the next video. For now, avoid Universe forks, unless, of course, it's got my magic touch to it, which, of course, I'm keeping in my back pocket again. And if Universe doesn't care enough to reach out to me, because you guys don't care, okay, well, enjoy Universe fucking going to zero, because that's basically where it's going right now. And it's a shame, too. I kind of really I like the concept of Universe. But hey, I'm not a computer programmer. I just research, analyze, and try to make money. And I dare say I'm very good at it. Alright? Very good at it. Because only I, or people who are knowledgeable like me, can take massive losses and then rebuild their income streams. And still come out on top. And get back all the money that they were supposedly going to lose. So, and that's what I'm doing. So, and again, that's thanks to Jesus Christ and God. Because I came back to them first. So they're taking good care of me. Alright? And I share those gifts with you. So, don't piss all over the gifts. I'll see you in the next video, maybe after this or after I had a break or whatever. Or, no, I can't do tomorrow. I got one more, yeah, because I have family plans because it got canceled on Friday due to the ice storm shit. I don't know, I'll see you next time. Don't worry about it. Very soon, though.